Honorable Men Discord. Cardi B flames Offset. Let's talk about it. So, I don't even know where to begin with this. Cardi B is claiming that Offset has now went to the extreme and is threatening to unalive her and unalive himself. First and foremost, arguments in public on public platforms, I am completely against it. I think it's all the way messy. I don't even like having public arguments in the street where other people can listen. So posting on social media, I'm completely against that on all levels. I don't care if the male does it or if the female does it. I'm completely against it. But listen, they chose each other at one point. They had children. For the sake of the children, I hope they could figure this out. And that's what I wish for them. But what I wish for them and what's taking place on social media are two different things. But let's just get into what I have posted over here. So on the side of me, this is allegedly Offset's girlfriend recording herself in Cardi B's, I believe, Atlanta home. And this is like, you're let's just get into it. I'm going to get straight to it. Look at this. I'll do the clip one more time because it's a very short clip. It's only a few seconds. So yes, this is Offset's girlfriend, and she decided to shoot a video in the home. I don't know if this was just to antagonize Cardi B, but this is just extremely messy. But again, some of these relationships, you're not vetting the person enough to know whether, to know their good traits, their bad traits. Just a rule of thumb, and I'm not going to act as though I'm the relationship expert because I'm far from it, but just a rule of thumb, it's always good, whoever you're dealing with, to see how they deal with people when they're frustrated, when they're upset. See how they deal with strangers, see how they deal with family members, see how they deal with friends, because at the end of the day, if there ever comes a point in time where you and that person you're talking to are not in a good standing, I should say, don't think that person is incapable of giving you the same energy they gave to the strangers, to the family members, to the friends. That's just my advice. You could take it or leave it, but let's get straight into what I have queued up over here before I get into the other one. This is Cardi B in Cardi B fashion, just bearing it all on social media. So take a listen.
I'm letting everybody know that if this nigga and his little pet don't apologize to me by noon, I'm exposing everything. Because him and his little pet been trolling me for the past 4 months, leaving explicit voice notes, voicemails on my phone, telling me to shut the fuck up, disrespecting me. So if him and his pet don't apologize to me by noon, I'm exposing motherfuckers so bad. And I know y'all don't want to hear it, but I don't give a fuck. Because you want to know why? I've been letting motherfuckers troll me for a long time. Leaving me crazy voicemails, telling me crazy stuff in text messages, trolling me, hitting up niggas that I be dealing with. Now it's my turn. Now it's not fun. Now it's not fun, right? When the demon is inside.
Cardi, I thought it was always your turn. She's saying now it's my turn. Cardi, I thought it was always your turn. And I'm not taking sides. I'm not taking sides with this. I'm not saying she doesn't have a right to be upset because she does. I just feel like for the both of them, they need to just stop this social media back and forth and air their stuff out in private, but we're in a day and age where even if they were to speak to each other over the phone, who knows, either both of them are recording the conversation or one of them may be recording the conversation as ammunition for a later dispute. It's just, this is the world we live in. This is the there's pros and cons to social media, and this is definitely the con of social media. But let's continue.
Out of me. Getting your fucking little fucking. Oh, and by the way, and you want to know how all this started? This started because he want to get his blog friends to troll me. Mind you, y'all know I got a lot of blogger friends. I don't tell my blogger friends to bother y'all. And mind you, I've been telling Bartigan to please leave things peacefully, but I don't give a fuck. If I don't get my apology by noon, I want an apology, not by one, but by both. By both. Cause the niggas be putting a bug in a bit in bitch's ear. And it's like, bitch, you met the right one, bitch. You met the fucking right one. I don't know what niggas told you about me, but both of y'all met the right one. I want my apology by fucking noon. I'll let y'all know if I get the apology. If I don't, it's going to be hell. I'm exposing every fucking thing. Everything. Thank you. And yes. Oh, Cardi, wait for the music. No. I have a personal life too. I be going through shit with my personal life. If I'm gonna fucking talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it. The fuck? Shit, y'all know what the fuck I've been going through. I just keep it to myself. But
You do? You keep it to yourself? Let's continue.
motherfuckers will pay today. Today is the day. Today is payday. Today is payday. I want my check.
All right.
I really want to tell y'all about this suicide. I really want to let y'all know the bitch assness that he fucking did a couple of days ago. Every single time that I find like peace, first of all, the way this man fucking ruined my Valentine's Day, you know what? I'm say it soon. I'ma say it soon, but I'ma let a nigga keep trying me. I'ma collect all my fucking evidence, so when I come here, I'ma show y'all the type of pussy ass nigga I breeded with.
First of all, the Valentine's Day, what I found out is she's been allegedly dating NFL star Stefon Diggs, who was initially on the Buffalo Bills team, and I heard he was traded to the New England Patriots. I cannot confirm that, but in any event, Cardi B, and this was also shown by TMZ at one point, she spent Valentine's Day with Stefon Diggs. And I'll be honest, as a guy, and I know for, I could assume, let me say, I shouldn't say I know, I could assume that Offset, once he found out, he could play the games, and we all play games. Men and women alike, we play these games like we're not bothered by the breakup, or we're not bothered when we find out that our former love interest is with someone else. We could play like it doesn't bother us, but it does bother us. All right. Are we honest with our emotions? Absolutely not. Some of us aren't honest with our emotions. But that's the truth. The truth is we're bothered when we find out that the person we were dealing with has moved on, especially if the person that moved on had our children, right? So in this case, I could only assume once Offset found out that she was with an NFL player, and not just a regular NFL player, someone who is pretty much a star and one of the elite NFL players that's in the league, he knew at that point that he lost. All right, it's one thing to find a random girl like he did, and is toying around the relationship in front of Cardi B's face. But then there's another thing when Cardi B, I said Cardi B, when Cardi B levels up. Because, I can't say she leveled down. I can't say they're one and the same, because, yes, Offset is talented, but he was mainly known for his talent when he was with the Migos. Not to say he's not talented at all, but his highest point was with the Migos. If you disagree, I'll see you in the comments. But Cardi B is now with the NFL player who happens to be a superstar NFL player. I know it stings. If you don't believe it stings, if you disagree with what I'm saying about it stinging, I'll see you in the comments. But I could assure you that finding out about that date during Valentine's Day for Offset is what led to him now allegedly threatening to unalive her and himself. Let's get into that.
No, stop calling me. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So let me tell ya about this fuck ass nigga, right? For the past couple of months, I've been very quiet, but I've been going through a lot of stuff that I keep to myself. First thing first, this guy, right, is upset because I sent his girlfriend text messages of him begging me, saying he was gonna take away his life, begging me, saying he's gonna take away my life, all that shit. He was mad. He's mad about that. Mind you, this man sent text messages to somebody that I was dealing with me of me and him having sex. That's the type of shit I've been dealing with.
So allegedly, that person she's talking about is Stefan Diggs, which she's not disclosing his name because I guess she doesn't want to pull him into this. But let's continue.
For the past 2 months. Every time he knows that I go out of town, he harasses me. He leave me voice notes trying to put my self-esteem to the ground. And I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of him and his girlfriend playing games on my phone, leaving explicit voice notes on my fucking voicemails on my phone. I told this girl, hey, why you? I hit this girl up before. Like, yo, I better not find out you in my house. This girl gonna tell me why you care that I'm in the house. You haven't been there for 3 years. Girl, how you gonna tell me why I'm mad that you in my house when that's my house that I bought? Are you okay? And then this nigga gonna FaceTime me with his girl. Mind you, yo, you've been
Listen, this gives hood vibes to the thousandth degree. I'm sorry, I don't have any other way of expressing it. Those type of games I do not condone. I don't condone Offset's girlfriend, like I showed you the video, you know, playing around with Cardi B by filming inside the home that they bought. Like, stay out of it. You know what I'm saying? I suggest same thing. You know, I don't know if Stefan Diggs has said anything to Offset directly. I've heard some things, but I'm not going to report on the things that he allegedly said to Offset. But then again, Offset, I believe, had made remarks towards Stefan Diggs. My point is when you have a couple that have children and they split, if you're dating someone that is going through a split, especially a marriage divorce, stay out of it. The girlfriend of Offset, Stefan Diggs, they need to stay out of it. I know, regardless if the former married couple is bringing their love interest into it, the love interest needs to just stay out of it because then it's just making the matter worse. It's just unnecessary participants. The only two people that need to hash it out is Offset and Cardi B because they have children. And even if they didn't have children, they're the only ones that need to figure this out because this is all the way messy. Listen, again, my advice to anyone watching this: you need to vet the person you're with. You have to see them not only in the good times. You got to see how they operate when they're upset. Are they easily triggered? And if they're not easily triggered, when they're triggered, do they black out? Do they not know how to conflict resolve the matter? As a matter of fact, as promised, when I have situations like this talking about how we don't know how to resolve conflict, I promised that I was going to bring in Candace Owens to bring us on home to close out the episode. So that I will do. But let me let Cardi B finish before I do that.
harassing me and harassing the men that I've been dealing with for months already. You've been harassing my friends. You send people to
She said harassing the men I've been dealing with. So she's been dealing with more than one. So I guess it's not just Stefan Diggs. Hold on a second.
for months already. You've been harassing my friends. You
I
send
gotta
people to
bring that
get my
back again.
friend
I'm
beat up,
sorry.
my home there for 3 years. Girl, how you gonna tell me why I'm mad that you in my house when that's my house that I bought? Are you okay? And then this nigga gonna FaceTime me with his girl. Mind you, yo, you've been harassing me and harassing the men that I've been dealing with.
She definitely said men. Okay. I have no comment on that. Let's go.
For months already. You've been harassing my friends. You send people to get my friend beat up, my home.
Yeah. All the way messy. All the way messy. Um, Listen, vet the people you're with. That's my only suggestion. Vet the people you're with. Like I said, see the people that you're with when they're at their worst before just jumping into the fact that, when you go on dates and when you go on trips, you're having a great time, or the person buys you things so that, oh, they're a great person, they buy me, look, all the stuff they bought me. That's not the reason to say that you're a good match. you know I don't know, that's just a suggestion. Like I said, I'm not a relationship expert, but that's my suggestion. But as always, I said, when I feel like the content that I'm recording makes this Candace Owens clip relevant, I'm gonna plug it in. So
it's a broken culture, it's a broken society.
It just rushed right into it. But here we go. Candace Owens to say what I believe is true within the black community. All right, so let's go.
And hip hop is hurting things. But I also want to talk to you about something I've realized. Even if Black Americans are aware and know their history, right? And you can get Black conservatives who understand the history much more, who understand, the ills of the left and what the left has done. But still, in that regard, they bring to the conservative side the same bad habits that I was hoping Black conservatives would be abandoning. And what I'm talking about, number one, is conflict resolution. Black Americans do not know how to resolve basic conflicts. Everything has to turn into a fight. I hate you forever. You got to draw lines. It's like you're this gang or that gang. And you still see it happening in politics.
If you disagree with Candace Owens or anything that I mentioned in this video, by all means, I'll see you in the comments. I wish Cardi B and Offset the best. In her defense, I think she had the right to make that public. If he did in fact say that he was willing to unalive her and himself, that is something that, and this is to, if I have any women that are watching this episode, from the time you're threatened, I'm an advocate of you reporting it immediately. Don't hold those things in. Don't keep it a secret because you're so scared of that person. Make sure you tell your friends, tell family members that you trust, tell the authorities, because God forbid that person does act out what they, God forbid that person does act out the threat. At least you have family members or friends or the authorities to be able to testify to that and basically vouch for you. All right, so I don't feel like Cardi B airing that out was a bad thing, because at the end of the day, that's not something that should be taken lightly. So again, at the end of the day, I hope they can figure it out between the both of them without outside influence. I don't want to hear anything about Offset's girlfriend, and I don't want to hear anything about Stephon Diggs. This is between Cardi B and Offset, the two parents of the children that they brought into this world. So I hope they figure it out, because it's all the way messy, and let this be a example of what not to do if you have a breakup with someone that you had kids with, or if you have a breakup in general, but the first line of defense is to properly vet the person you're dating. That is the first line of defense. If you disagree with anything I said, again, I'll be in the comments. But that's my my advice. Again, I'm not a relationship expert, but I at least know that I could stand on saying that, and I know that that has that is the best option that you can do going into a relationship. Vet the person, see them at their worst, and how they conduct themselves. All right. But that's all I have for today. As always, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.